up, y'all? It's Mattress. Come join me on my drive home from work. Damn, bruh, you don't know how to drive. Nor do I, apparently. Look how far back I am. Jesus! Work in a pretty nice part of Dallas called Preston Hollow. And no one respects people in trucks or slow cars. Oh my goodness. You literally see someone miss Blazer. So let's just get home. We got around a 40-minute drive home. Hopefully we can make it a little shorter, but always got a lot of traffic, hence why I actually want to record a little bit of it, just so that my girlfriend sees what it's like to be a manual driver in this kind of traffic. Oh my god, it's a CT200H. I miss my CT200H. That's one of the best cars ever made. It's literally just a Prius, but it feels so good and smooth, and it would get 46 miles a gallon, 32 when it was doing bad, with the battery wasn't performing that well. But I still miss that car every day. I hate how it ended. It got into a really bad wreck and totaled it. Might add a picture here about it. But end of the day, it got me this truck right here with this manual and everything. Let's turn on that light. I have a little scanner there so I can clear out those engine codes, but it's literally just a very basic, I'm pretty sure it's just the air filter. It's probably never been replaced in this truck. Oh my god, why are you honking, bruh? The heck is your issue? People are bugging, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad I'm recording. That would have been pretty good. Like it, it's this nice little smooth ride. Maybe I stay quiet, maybe I play some music later. Got that Apple CarPlay right there. It's great. I love having Apple CarPlay. It's definitely necessary if you drive as much as I do. Not necessary, but it definitely makes your life so much easier so you don't have to touch your phone at all. I used to never touch my phone anyway, just because once I actually got a gun pulled on me for texting and driving. I wasn't even texting, I was literally switching my songs on Spotify, but a guy literally pulled out a gun on me and threatened to fucking shoot me. Oh my goodness, this traffic sucks, and then people are just on their damn phones. Of course, she's a lady. I'm not gonna say her race, but you already know what it is. If she's driving a BMW, a nice one, it's brand new, so she makes good money. I'm gonna stop before I get myself fucking canceled. She was Asian, my bad. I'm almost low on gas. Lots of women drivers today. Ooh, the Gixxer 750. Man, why is everyone honking and pissed today? Just relax. Had a pretty okay day at work. Couple difficult clients here and there, but you know, that's just the luck of the draw when you work in law. Everyone's gonna be pissed. No one wants to call their lawyer. If they're calling their lawyer, it's probably not a good sign. Or if your lawyer's calling you, you're not expecting to hear any good news. So, and lady on her phone again. This is something you notice a lot, like driving. Bro, you need to stop honking. What is your deal, brother? Driving a manual in Dallas traffic is not for the light of heart. It definitely takes a toll out of you if you are not the best. And even if you are the best, just the fact that you have to let people brake check you, and no one has, I don't know, no one's kind. Everyone thinks that everyone's in an automatic car and just press the gas and go, and it's like, no bro, I gotta modulate this damn throttle, the damn clutch, and I'm gonna stall out half the time. But here, let's skip from second to fourth, show you guys that I know how to drive a manual actually. See there, you don't even need third gear. That's something I've been practicing quite a bit lately, just because you don't need all that torque from third gear. You shouldn't have to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not a motorcycle, you know what I mean? So I've just been skipping gears. I have a nice little shift box right here. Gotta learn how to use it properly. Ooh, Honda Fit, also on their damn phone. Let's see, how many people are on their phone today? But my Nissan Frontier, this is a D40 Nissan Frontier. It is a 2019, so the last year of the D40 before they switched over to the D41. This is the inline 4 5-speed manual transmission, 2-wheel drive, no 4-wheel drive, just the most basic model you can get. Fucking roll down windows. It had a good sound system just because legally by 2019 pretty sure they had to have backup cameras, and Nissan just decided to throw in a 7-inch display there. I ended up replacing it because I think it's a very common issue to a lot of Nissans. The Bluetooth just kept disconnecting randomly, especially when there's a lot of cars in traffic, and I drive a lot in traffic and I hate my music just going out. So I switched over to this Bose Elite radio, also 7 inches, and it's great. I love it. I love Apple CarPlay. It's wireless Apple CarPlay. These don't work anymore, but I do have other USB cables running inside of here that I can use to charge and also use my phone. Oh my god, that's my boss over there. He's in his M4. That's hilarious. My boss drives a very nice M4, gold booger colored. It's surprising that he's already at that point. I left a long time ahead of him. Not really a long time, and his is not a manual. He doesn't have to shift through gears. Oh wow, Mercedes hatchback wagon. You don't see those a lot. That's actually very rare. Obviously it's sold by Avondale, the dealership here. That's where they sell all the Porsches, Mercedes, a lot of Beamers. It's a very high-end dealership, Jaguar, stuff like that. But super cool to see a Mercedes hatchback wagon here in Dallas. That's the second hatchback that I've seen probably in the past couple of days. Not Mercedes, but I also saw a BMW hatchback wagon, one of the newer ones. So that's rare because they actually definitely don't make those anymore. And I'm going down from 4th to 2nd so that I can cruise here with the traffic. Oh, I'm gonna have to go down to 1st. And I'm not even gonna clutch out yet. I'm just gonna stay in neutral. I should have just gone here in this lane, and that's what I'm probably gonna do after this RAV4 passes. Let's wait for the Nissan Sentra. Come on, mister, let me pass. Thank you, boss. I'm gonna give him a little hand because I am a nice guy. I don't like doing that, but oh my goodness, lady. That I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Everyone's just honking and mad and stopping. This is what I mean. This is the worst part of driving a manual transmission car in Dallas. People do not have any, like, I'm gonna honk now. Come on, move. I don't care. You need to fucking move. You're not just gonna stay back there. I'm recording, lady. Looking at me in your rear view. I give a damn. You think I'm afraid of you? You're driving a fucking Sentra. I'm driving a Frontier. I'm better than you. I take that back. I'm not better than anyone. God made us all equal. I'm just gonna skip by here, be behind the RAV4. Nice little UX 200 Lexus. That's like what Lexus transferred over from the CT. The CT wasn't doing good enough because it's a hatchback and people just don't like cars anymore. So they turned it from a CT 200 to the UX 200, and that's what they used to take over that market cap, and it's actually been performing very well. I love the look of that UX 200. I just can't bring myself to buying an SUV because I'm not a dad, and SUVs are dumb. I love cars, and if you're not gonna have a car, you might as well have a truck or a hatchback. A hatchback is the perfect in between. A hatchback is a better SUV, better gas mileage, more space. You're not, it doesn't just look goofy. It actually has some usability. I'm gonna stay in 3rd under 20 miles an hour. This car wants to stall out. Not really, it's just gonna stay at low revs. As long as you're rolling, I'm pretty sure you're all good. Then we have those Ford Expeditions. They don't make those anymore. I'm 90% sure. I think the last year they made them was also 2019, like this car, or at least in that era, right before 2020, which is kind of sad because the Expedition is definitely one of the cooler cars that Ford made. It's like a cheap Land Cruiser, I guess. A lot of people might say that that's sanctimonious, that I just said sacrilege, that I just said that, but the Expedition's a great car. It's reliable if you take care of it. That's like most cars are reliable if you take care of them. The thing is, most people think they can go 10,000 miles without an oil change, and simple matter of the fact is you can't do that. Yes, I owned a Galant, right? The Mitsubishi Galant with the 4G69 motor, and I did 10,000 mile oil changes on that. And then when I did the valve cover job, I opened it up and it was actually very clean. So it just depends on the oil you're using, making sure that you're doing your oil changes yourself, that you're replacing that filter, and also that you're using that car how it's meant to be used. A lot of people, I don't think they get on highways, they don't rev out their car past 2,000-3,000 RPMs. That's bad. You want to do what's called an Italian flush every now and then. Get those revs up. You want to move any sludge out of your lifters, valves, pistons, like anything. You just don't want any sludge buildup because you're not using the motor to its full extent, or you're not heating it up properly. Like that's also a thing. Like a lot of people who like live and do really short commutes, their cars might be super low miles, but then they have a huge sludge buildup because they don't do oil changes frequently. B, they don't do long enough drives for their motor to reach operating temperature for long enough to get everything nice and flowing properly. There's a lot of little things like that you have to consider. But I don't know, most people don't care. Most people aren't car people. They just buy the new car every couple years, every 3 years. I think that's what people do. They swap out to a new car, and you just gotta, I'm someone who likes to take care of their vehicles and keep them for a very long time, even though I probably have not owned any of my vehicles longer than 2 years, other than my Galant. That Galant took me through all of college. So that was like 3 years, but then I blew it up a year and a half after I graduated college, and I ended up getting myself a CT200. And then when I got the CT200, I drove it for probably a year and a half. I let the tag expire for probably 4 months, and that's when I crashed it. So I'm glad I didn't put money into that. But I did rebuild that whole suspension front and back, which was like $2,000 job, $1,000 in parts, and another $1,000 in labor. But it definitely changed how that car felt because those shocks were blown. I bought a Hoopty CT200H. It was not well taken care of. It had so many issues. My ABS light was going on at the end of it. It would never turn off. My brake system was all messed up. It needed a lot of work. The brake booster was broken. I didn't want to do it. The clock spring was broken. I didn't have a horn for a whole year, which was a good thing for me. I definitely lay on the horn a little bit too much when I'm angry and road raging. Not that I do that anymore, but that was what young college age Adrian would do in his car, also back when he hated it. So getting that CT200 definitely taught me a lot of patience and just getting out of people's way. And it wasn't a fast car, but probably had a lot of things happen in all my cars except this one so far. So I'm hoping we can keep that streak and nothing bad happen. I'm gonna cut in here. What up, dog? Sorry. I'm just not gonna waste my time in traffic like that all day. I'm gonna cut through oversized load. What the hell is that big ass tractor thing? I bet that's for oil fields and stuff. I don't know. Like removing a lot of dirt out of the earth and mining. I have no idea why you would need that. Those tires are literally bigger than my Frontier. Not that the Frontier's a big truck, but it is a truck. Ooh, it's honking, man. You guys have issues. It's a Deere 241D. No, I'm joking. I have no idea what this thing is. It looks like an excavator, but it's not. I think, oh, it's like an attachment to the excavator. Oh my God, it looks like just a shovel. That's insane. And then we got a Prius over there. I want to buy another car like that. Those Priuses, the Insight, just get so much mileage per gallon. You just can't beat them, especially when gas is going up in price. That is the best feeling in the world, filling up a 20 and it lasting you the whole week. And then you can drive to somewhere like Austin for 30 bucks from Dallas. That's a blessing. I miss having a car like that. But I will say that for a truck, this Frontier is actually pretty good on gas. A full tank, I think it's only around 13 gallons, and I get right over 300 miles out of it. Right now I'm at 268.1. I probably drove 10 miles before I reset it and remembered, because I never do it at the gas station. But it's definitely better than a truck like that, like the Silverado, you know, with a fucking V8 in it, because it is just half the cylinders and it is a way smaller motor. It's a 2.4 liter. I think they make a supercharged version of this, or I think it's a V6, but either or, that's a cool little truck that Nissan has made. They also have the Titan with a Cummins, which apparently is a bad motor on that car. It did not match well for a Nissan, which actually surprises me, because those Cummins Silverados that they make, they last millions of miles, and dudes take them all over the oil fields and everything. Then we got the G37. Dude, I'm just ranting. I love talking about cars. I love looking at cars. That's a G37 with the flip-up screen on top. That's how you know it's a high-end G37. It also looks very well taken care of, other than the brakes. A lot of brake dust on those wheels. But it's a lady G37 driver. And even if it wasn't a lady, it'd probably be a Edgar. I can say that because my best friend, He's not an Edgar, but he might as well be, because that's the first car he bought himself, a G37, and then destroyed it. Just used it way too much. And not that he didn't take care of it, I don't know, it clapped. And now he has to get a motor swapped into it and get work done. So hopefully he gets that back and running, because I love that G37. We have many stories on that G37 and how fast it is. And the G37 is probably one of the cars I've gone the fastest, other than my other friend Alec. So my best friend's name Alexis, and then this other guy named Alec that I met in college, he had a G37S coupe that he actually had modded, and didn't have turbos, but it had a turbo tune that you could go like and it would just, I don't know, it was tuned very fun. It had a little button where you hold it down and it would not let you rev past it, but it would hit the limiter. It would bring the limiter down to 4,000 and it would just rev up so much and then shoot you like crazy. That was such a fun car. I probably have videos of me driving it here in my phone, so I'll add that to the video as well if I find it. But G37 Infinities are probably some of the most fun cars I've ever driven. Which is funny because I hate the 370. I don't hate it, I just don't like how it looks. I don't like how it feels. The 370 is way, the weight distribution on it is too weird. The G37 does it a lot nicer, especially the four-door versions of it. It's a cool, fast sedan that you can get for cheap. Definitely there's a reason why Edgars get it. It's a cheap, reliable car that also goes fast, which is not pretty normal. Ooh, nice little Tacoma. So Tacoma, there's a joke. Frontiers are for people who couldn't afford a Tacoma. I could have afforded a Tacoma, especially with my job currently, but I just wanted something way cheaper. I'm more of a utilitarian. I'd rather get the cheapest, most practical thing. Toyotas are cool and they're reliable, but so are Nissans. My girlfriend has the same motor in her Altima, and that car has 217,000 miles, and the only issue is a CV shaft to boot that I've ignored probably for 40,000 miles, and I've just put zip ties around so that the grease stays in it. I've re-greased it every couple thousand miles and it still runs like a champ. I have no issues. My girlfriend doesn't even notice it half the time. I know in the back of my head that it's there, but she doesn't, and it's been great. Now we're stuck in traffic again. Now we have a, what is this, a 328i? Doesn't have badges, so I think it's a 325i actually, and it looks beautiful. Those old BMWs are so freaking nice. I want one like that, but I don't think they're that reliable. I think they are reliable, but like, I'm talking about for me, someone like me, I don't want to have to spend $300 every couple of months on fixing my car. I've already gone through that. When I had the Galant, I had to replace the radiator on that, replace the head gaskets, valve cover. Like, I've done a lot of work in my cars, and now I like having a car like this Frontier where I'm probably not gonna have to open up this motor other than for ignition coils and spark plugs at 150,000 miles, because I'm not gonna follow the schedule for it. Well, maybe I do, I don't know. It's a brand new truck. It's a 2019. Lady, get off your phone. Where did the time go? Then we're behind the 4Runner. These 4Runners are so sick. I wish I could afford one. Probably can now, but got a lot of other stuff going on in my life that I need to pay off and deal with before I go back to spending money forever as crazy as I used to. Probably need to sell one of my motorcycles and such. But this is what driving a manual is like every single day, especially in Dallas traffic. Today has not been that bad. I think I've also just gotten way better at driving a manual. Every single day I'm getting more comfortable. I have a pedal commander here, which I do use on city mode with -1. So I think gives me just a tiny little bit more time to let off that clutch and get onto the throttle without it lagging or anything. It does fix it a lot. Ooh, the LS460, that would be a very nice future car for me to buy. I'd actually probably go with an LS400 or 430, but if I got a 430, I'd rather get the SC430. But if I got an SC430, I'd rather get an SC300, because that's like the OG 1UZ C V8 model, and it just looks so much slicker. But the SC400s I think are a little bit more reliable and just easier to find, even though they're both pretty rare. So I'm gonna skip that. I'm not gonna get on that loop, because that loop sucks and people drive slow, and I hate being stuck behind cars just going so slow and having to clutch in and out. Just so I'm just gonna get in this lane right here. Sorry, lady. Look at this. bro, if you better freaking turn on your turn signals or get out of the fucking way, dude. Ford Focus. That was my first car, actually. You're gonna get out of the fucking lane, you fat fuck. It's always some fat ass bitch who thinks she can act like that. That's why you have a Ford Focus in the year 2025, bruh. I also destroyed that Ford Focus. It was a 2014. We put 180,000 miles on it, and we went through 3 different transmissions. Not the transmission modules, transmissions replaced by Ford, and it just couldn't get it right. That dry dual clutch transmission sucked. It should never be made again. And I think they won't make it again. There was a huge class action against them for it, which I don't think my parents joined, which was so stupid because we were the first owners of ours, and it just got used and abused. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go down to second again because I was shuddering there for a sec. I hate Honda CR-Vs. This is what I mean by people in automatic transmissions. He's not even gonna do it. He's not even gonna get in properly. You suck. See, I want to get in right here and then turn. Oh, it's like you are in an automatic Honda and you're the worst driver ever. Why are you so slow? Not even just slow, I meant slow mentally. They just don't know how to drive. They don't know what to do when driving. It's the most annoying thing ever. It's demented. Why do you not know how to use your damn car? They're just on their phone. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people are just on their damn phones and not paying attention. Oh, that red GR86. Well, I think that's an FRS. It looks older. But that red FRS, I want one of those so bad. My girlfriend wants an FRS. She wants me to get her one. Yep, that's the Scion. Woo! All 200 horsepower is used right there. Oh, mother fricker. This is what I mean, man. You have a lot of space ahead of you and you're just braking here. Well, that's why your rear end's all messed up and you have zip ties to put it together. Even though you got rear-ended, it was probably your fault. And you don't have insurance. People piss me off. I need to relax. If you guys have any tips for how to drive manual, give them to me in the comments. I will definitely need and take them. This is confusing. Like, I feel like I'm driving like a dick. Damn, bro, these Fiats suck too. It's like you have a small ass car and you still can't stay in your lane. Are we still recording? Oh, we are. Probably seemed a little weird recording with this entire time, but I don't care. I've been wanting to make a video of me driving this car like this for a while, and this is great. I'm happy with this. Little human on board. That's such an Audi driver sticker. It's not even like cute baby on board. It's little human on board. I don't know. Audi drivers are just like so weird. They're like, oh no. It's like you couldn't afford a Porsche, so you got the Audi because it's a Porsche. I used to say Porsche, but I'm trying to relate to the common folk now. Say Porsche. See, you don't have to shift like that. I should have just been skipping gears there. Probably gonna stay in third and just switch into fifth once I hit 4,000 RPM. There we go, and then go into fifth, and we're good. And then we have the older style RAV4s. My little sister has one in that exact color, but that's not her, I can tell. And let's get on to 30 and just get the rest of the way home. That's really what I just did right now. Is the most annoying part of my drive every single day. It's just all the traffic out of Dallas. Dallas sucks. People suck at driving. Oh, what's this? Older style Sentra. I love these old box cars. Anything that's box shaped, it's just so freaking perfect. Nice little Sentra XE, older car. Probably from like the early 90s. I was gonna say 80s, but there's no way that's an 80s car. It's a nice little two-door Sentra. Probably haven't seen one of those ever, actually. Didn't know they made two-door Sentras. Where'd all the time go? Man, that guy's like merged into my lane. Bruh, stay in your lane. I don't even know what I'm saying. Of course. Always on their damn phone. I get why that guy pulled a gun on me, but still, you just don't do that. I want to downshift just so I can get past this person, but I also don't want to. They're in a Jeep Grand Cherokee, probably the 4-liter. I think that's the only engine configuration that car comes with. Let's just keep driving home. Love having a manual though. End of the day, it's definitely, you get locked in on driving. You don't just get on your phone and fall asleep. It's hard to fall asleep driving this car. I'll drive my girlfriend's Altima when I go do extra work, do Amazon Flex, and I'm passing out just because I don't have to think to drive in that car. You just keep your foot on the gas and it'll go, and that's not the best. Let's go back down to third. See, or oh, I went down to fourth. See, I didn't skip a gear like I said I was going to, but it is what it is. I don't need the extra revs. Now, I don't have a hat on, I just have my GoPro helmet, like head strap on directly on my head, and my head is starting to hurt. So I want to stop recording here soon, but hope you guys have enjoyed this little drive. This is how Mattress drives his manual truck. This is the rig for pulling the bikes, all my bikes, and also just the rig to take me to and from work every day and go on dates with my girlfriend. Very blessed to have a car like this. I always wanted a truck for stuff like this, and I love that I finally have it. It definitely has been very worth it, and just, it's a blessing, especially since I just bought a house not too long ago. I believe that this is what the guy told me at the dealership: you can't own a house without a car, without a truck. How are you gonna get your furniture? How are you gonna move things? You don't want to have to always rely on someone else with a truck. You just want to have your own truck. So I feel very blessed and lucky to have a truck like this. I love that it's a manual. I hope it lasts me many years and I can pass it down to my kids and just see it be used how it needs to be used. It's a little bit hard to like keep talking to a camera when you're all alone. I just have to keep my thoughts together. I don't know. Oh, I saw a tweet today where it's like, who speeds with their hand on the bottom of the steering wheel? I do. The hell? Why would you do it like this? Like, this is so gross and lame. I'm a bottom steering wheel holder. I drive like this if I don't want to get pulled over. If I know there's a cop behind me. I love driving next to trucks though. The Frontier, I don't think it gets the same kind of respect, but these trucks are good. How often do you see a Frontier at the mechanic shop? I feel like never. And I've seen hella, I used to be a mechanic. I have worked, you know what I saw the most? Jeeps. I hate to say it, Jeeps suck. Mopar sucks. Jeeps, Challengers, Chargers, lots of Kias, the Kias with turbos, Hyundais with turbos. Just a lot of these weird cars that a lot of people own, and I guess it's just because they're so cheap. When you buy something like this, you're really buying quality. I think just Nissan doesn't get the same reputation as Toyota, but it definitely has a better reputation than Ford. I would not buy an F-150, even though that's like the best-selling truck in the US. I just don't, I think they're overrated. My parents had one for a while and they wrecked it. I've been thinking about this a lot. Growing up, my parents only owned Fords, which I hated Fords. I always thought it was the worst. They always gave us so many issues. In my life, in my upbringing, in my adult life, I've only owned Japanese vehicles. I had a Mitsubishi Galant, I had a Lexus CT200, and now I have a Nissan Frontier. Those are my 3 cars that I bought with my own money. Before that, I had a Ford Focus, and that would leave me stranded. I would have to figure out how to get that transmission to catch on itself. I would have to put it in reverse and then drop it into drive, and it would go. Same with the front. The Galant just had a transmission sensor issue. It's an older car. It was a 4-speed transmission. I did not take care of it. I crashed it and I rebuilt it myself. And I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry, guys. Go down to second and just roll. Oh my gosh, so sleepy. I feel like I came on too strong with my boss at the end of work today, but I think he respects me because I'm a problem solver. I figured things out for him. I guess he's older. He's almost 40, 50 years old. Like, this guy, it's just, he's old school. He'll send me an email with a link and he'll be like, can you download this, and emailed it to me? And I'm just like, bro, you sent it to me, but it would take you just as long to do that, to do it yourself. But he's just older, and when you work for a lawyer, you gotta accept whatever the hell they throw at you. You don't have a job if you don't have a lawyer, and if the lawyer doesn't like you, then guess what, you're out of a job. Oh my goodness. Oh, can't wait to get home and wheelie my e-bike. Rubbing my eyes. Ugh, I'm so tired. I've been working overtime every single day just so I can get ahead of my job. You'll never get ahead of the law job, but we have a lot of cases. We have like 1,500 cases on our docket right now, and I'm tackling 70 something right now just to make sure that they are on top of all their stuff, have all their verifications and stuff. I can't really talk too much about my exact job because it is legal work and client confidentiality. You don't ever want to share their cases, even if it's not non-identifiable information. It's just not my position or place to talk about it. So I enjoy my job, but it is rough sometimes. I can't say it is. Right now I'm doing a very heavy sexual assault docket, lots of rape, lots of molestation. So it's pretty rough some days, especially when you have to talk to the clients about that kind of stuff. It's not the best job. Well, it is the best job. I love my job, but it's not the best thing to do every single day emotionally. Sometimes you get drained. Some of these clients are very rude. Obviously, they've gone through a lot, and these cases can take a very long time, so they just get very angry and pent up and everything. Ugh. This is what I mean, man. This is why I want to make this video, because all this traffic, man. I'm just stuck in traffic all day. Well, that Civic moved over. I think I'm gonna also move over. Let me get ahead of this F-150. That Chrysler 300S. Obviously, he's on his phone. They always are. When are you not on your phone? If you're watching this video and you text and drive, or you're just on your phone while driving, dude, kill yourself. I swear to God, you suck. Especially if you're on the highway. Get off that damn phone, man. It's just, like, in what world is it worth it? Also, that 328 convertible. I love the 328i. I want a Beamer so bad. I want an M2. That's like my dream car, the M2 CS. Or the M5 CS. But I'm more of an M2 kind of guy. I love coupes. I love small cars. But if I have kids, the M5 will probably be better. Yeah, see, the 370Z is just, that's a 350Z, but the 350, 370Z, they're cool, very notorious shapes. Just not for me. I don't like how they feel. It's a cheap Porsche. Literally Porsche shape, but without the Porsche fun of getting that rear swing when you're accelerating and turning. It just does not feel how it should. Maybe I'm being picky. Obviously, a 370Z you can pick up for $5,000, and a Porsche is going to cost you like $50,000 depending on the model you get, especially if it's a 911. Oh my God, what was the point of that? Are you like, you're actually sped. Fucking dumbass. I'll try to get out of it now. Come in front of me. Get behind the Nissan Rogue. I feel like Nissans respect Nissans. Well, not always, but at least more than freaking Hyundai. Is like, why do you own a Korean vehicle? Do you hate yourself? Sure, they look cool, but also it's a Santa Fe, so it does not look cool. You just got a car that your credit score could afford. I'm just being angry. And Hyundai Sonata 1.6 turbo. Why would you get such a small motor with a turbo? It just does not add up. Like my parents, they have a Ford EcoSport with the inline 3 with a turbo. I'm telling you, that car is not gonna last past 200, probably not even past 150,000 miles. And if it does, I'm gonna be impressed. Fucking dumbass. Obviously, it's the average culprits. I'm not gonna say what it is, but y'all know what I'm thinking. If I had a cigarette, I'd flick it at his car. Let's go down a gear. I'm holding in the clutch because I know that's bad, so I'm just gonna let it go now. And then they're gonna start rolling as soon as I could have just, yep, I knew it. And just roll on. I think I'm gonna move over another lane. Get around all this damn traffic. I feel like an accident or something happened, or just people on their damn phone. Oh, that lady's definitely on her phone. It's like, Subaru drivers too. Subaru is one of those weird brands. It is Japanese, but I can't respect it as much as I wish I could. It's just badly made boxer engines, and everyone in the comments will be like, it's literally just one. No, if you have a boxer motor, you have to there's no clearance to change stuff. Is not as nice as any other vehicle where the motor's just facing up. Like, I'd rather go under a hood and have to remove the air box, the intake manifold, O2 sensor, and all that stuff just to get to spark plugs, instead of having to lift up the motor and take it off its mounts so I can get to it. It's just, I don't know, I hate Subaru. And it's like perfectly, what's it called, advertised to people who don't know crap about their damn cars. My girlfriend wants a Subaru, and I always tell her no, I'm not working on that. The only Subaru I'll work on is the GR86 BRZ FRS with that boxer motor, and even then, that's not one of the worst boxer motors because it's so small. You can just work on it pretty easily. Oh, I'm so tired. We got quite the ways to go to get to my home, so I'm actually gonna cut this off here. I'm gonna drive the rest of the traffic home without this rig on my head, because it is giving me a headache now, and I haven't listened to any music throughout this whole drive. I've just been talking to myself, so I feel like I'm a crazy person. So thank you guys for joining me. This is how Mattress drives his truck. Manual transmission. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll come back with more videos of me on my bikes. Peace.